Hello traders, I haven't done a video in a long time. I'm going to try to get through this fast. This is my third attempt because I ramble too much. So I want to do a video on Palantir, but I want to also cover, let's see where we're at. Okay, I want to look at nano dimensions, Palantir, and clean energy. Okay, so let's go with Palantir. Palantir right now on the daily. Here's your daily. Uh, if you want to know what platform I'm using, this is Webull. I like it. It's free. You get a lot for free. Okay, I come from a time where you had to pay for everything. So I like Webull. I like their charts. So I use it when I make my videos. So Palantir on Thursday, it looked like they were going to reset and bounce off the 20-day. Apparently, enough money bought the dip, and that's why you have a what they call an indecisive candle. Okay, had this top wick here been completely completed, you would call this a bullish candle, but because there's wicks on both sides, I guess you call that indecisive. It's more bullish than negative, though. Okay, I guess they call it a doji. It's not a hammer. Friday, not completely engulfing, but it is a very bullish candle, and I like it. I like that it's above the 20-day. The problem with being this far above the 20-day is a lot of times they drop it and bounce it off the 20-day moving average on the daily chart. On the daily, the RSI is strong, but it's not up to like around 80. 80, you're definitely, almost definitely. This is not advice, just opinion. Quite often, when it hits 80, 85, 90, then they take their profits. Okay? Uh, I like what one guy says often, the machines trade these stocks. So, full disclosure, I have a lot above 1,000 shares in Palantir. I'm expecting it to hit 26 on Monday. If it hits 26, I'm going to take 100 off, expecting it to drop, and then I'm going to pick up those 100 shares at a lower price. However, overall, I'm looking for 30. I'm looking for Palantir to hit 30. When are they going to do it? I don't know. So that's my take. I like when a stock is above the 20-day. Okay, it's even look at the weekly on here. It's above the 20-day on the weekly. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, maybe they're going to stop playing around with this stock when it gets above 26. I'd like to see that. Okay, ultimately, I would love to see it go to 30. I can take off some, and I'll have more cash to play with my other positions. Okay, so that covers Palantir. Let's look at nano dimensions. They dropped this all the way down to 5. You know, the thing about the Nasdaq, it's very volatile, and they could do whatever they want. The hedge funds can do whatever they want. They dropped this down to almost a penny stock. Okay, if you really go out here, way back here is when I guess the interest was really peaked, and you had your volatility here, and then they ran this thing up, right? The hedge funds control the price action. Okay, and I mean, some of it is controlled with Reddit because they really pile on. I'm not going to get into AMC and all that. Okay. So anyway, Nano Dimensions on the daily is even though it had a sell off from here, because what happens? People start buying it, right? It's above the 20-day here. They start buying it. They're like, "Oh, good, finally it's going up," right? The hedge funds, what do? They want to disappoint you. They want to shake you out before they run it up again. Okay, I'd like to see this go back to 9. What did they do here? They pumped it and dumped it. But there's significant buying right here from May 26th to 6 this month, the beginning of this month. So I think this is temporary. I think they're trying to bounce it off the 20-day again. And I have a few shares, nothing major, but that's my take on Nano Dimensions. If this goes below 745, 740, that's not good. Okay, because then they're bringing it back down below the 20-day. The RSI is strong, but it's not above, say, 80, where it's time to, So if they push this up above 80, I would expect a pullback. Okay, so that's that one. Here's my Palantir, and I wanted to look at clean energy. Clean energy had a catalyst, two catalysts here, in my opinion. It's staying above the 20-day, right? So they had a catalyst at the beginning of the month because it's green and all that government stuff. And so this line here, that's my trend line. I think it's a significant level because look at back here. It held here and then went back up. There's two things, in my opinion, here that this is a significant level and it's above the 20-day. Can they retrace it? Sure. Why not? Hedge funds control it. They could drop it down, trying to take out everybody's stop losses and all that kind of stuff. But they filled a gap here, in my opinion. So, full disclosure, I'm in this, not heavy duty. I got cash to play with. If they dropped it down, I will definitely add to my position. Uh, if they drop it down to 10 or something like that, because I think you're in uh, I think what we're seeing here is a retrace and another bounce. Could I be wrong? Of course. I'm not an expert. I'm not Nick Shaheen. He knows how to do options and stuff. I don't. But I think this is really significant that it held a line here. Um, it didn't go below this candle here. It was a definitely, in my opinion, this is a significant sell off. All right, look at this big candle here. But what do you have? You have a downtrend with descending volume or less and less volume. That's a setup for a bounce, in my opinion. Now anything can happen. You got inflation out there. Somebody could say, no, we're not going to put money out for the green things and this and that and the other thing. Anything can happen. I would like to see a bounce, and then I start flipping. What does that mean? Let's just use an arbitrary number. Let's say I have 150 shares. Let's say they bounce this to where I'm making money at say 12.65, right? I'll take off 50 shares. If they retrace, I can pick up more. I can pick up those 50 shares again at a lower price. If they go higher and I sold off 50 shares at say break even, it can run for me. I can let it run, right? So that's how I trade. I'm certainly not rich and I'm not an expert and I don't do options. So that's clean energy. 20-day moving average. Very significant in my opinion. This is remaining above it. Possible bounce. I'd like to see a bounce. And I want to thank you for listening to my videos. I'm sorry for rambling. And that's John signing out.